Yo, we're here with.
Samuel Hess.
And what did you do today?
I got first place at the Utah Regionals.
Awesome, dude. Congrats. What were you playing today?
I was playing Chimera Fusion, the deck.
Chimera best deck?
Chimera best deck.
Let's go. Do you have any shout outs before we get into it?
Shout outs to my boys, Ethan Noble, Tyler Shelton, Aaron Rivera. They helped me test against Pearly, Rescue Ace, and Sword Soul, which all came up today, so I'm glad that they were there.
Awesome. Yeah, let's get into it then if there's nothing else to say. I bet.
Okay, so we'll start with the engine. We're playing 3 Cornfield. You have to, it just searches the next card. Mirror Sword Knight. So you just have 6 copies of your best starter. This guy tributes to summon the big winged, get your 2 searches, and you just go full combo.
Oh yeah. Next
we have 3 Gazelle. I'm not playing the Spriggan's kit in this build. I'm just playing Chimera or Gazelle, just because I think it's better than the Spriggan's kit. It just takes up too much spot in the extra.
Fair.
So next is double big winged.
I love drawing this card.
No, you hate it. You gotta hate to see it. But you have to play 2, 1 for your turn and then 1 for your opponent's turn.
Yep.
3 Chimera Fusion. You love to open this. It helps you play around hand traps, helps you dodge evenly, Imperm, Veiler, all those.
All the good cards.
So you have to play those. So that's it for the Chimera engine.
Nice.
The next engine is branded. Just playing 3 Fusion and 1 Albaz.
Nice.
A lot of people are playing 2 Albaz. I, in testing, didn't really have the second Albaz come up. Usually you don't get 2 branded fusions. You just resolve 1 and win the game.
Right.
So just have the 1 Albaz and you're good to go.
Sounds good.
But that's it for the engine. Now for the non-engine, which is a lot. I'm playing 1 Effect Veiler, 2 Droll, 2 Ghost Mourner, triple Ash for the hand traps. Triple Ash, it's just the best hand trap right now. It just stops the branded fusions, opposing branded fusions.
Sword Knight.
Yeah, Sword Knight, all those. It's just so good. Chaining Ash on Impulse on your turn stops them from drawing 2, discard 1. So that's super nice. The Ghost Mourners were just more variation for the crossouts, but we'll talk about that later. So it would normally be like Imperms and Veilers, but I just wanted more
variety.
Crossout, yeah. Next is Droll. Droll's broken, but it's not good against every matchup, so I only mained 2. I cited the 3rd one for the decks that really get hit by it. And then 1 Veiler just for Crossout.
Yep, makes sense.
So that's it for the monster hand traps. Next are the spell cards that I was playing. I played triple Super Poly. Card's insane. It just beats a lot of decks right now, including the mirror match.
Where did this come up like the most, you'd say?
Today it really came up most against, I would probably say Pearly. Surprisingly, they tried to go into Zeus. I had a big winged on field, and they ranked up the Slacker into the Downerd, and then I super polyed using the big
punish.
wing. Yeah, and then the big wing summoned Sword Knight, so you get to play.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah, this card's insane. It also helps beat Unchained, which is kind of a difficult matchup.
It's true, the darks.
Yeah, your biggest thing is destroying, and this doesn't destroy, so they don't float.
That's good.
But yeah, card's broken. Next, I'm playing 2 Talents. This card's insane as well.
So the hand traps.
Yeah. If you get hand trapped, you just activate this, look at your opponent's hand, rip any other hand trap. And if you get to go full combo, you get to shuffle 1, and then you get to use your fusion monster to discard
more
another.
hand rips.
Yeah, it's insane. Having your opponent start with 4 cards is, yeah, it's rough. Next, I'm playing 3 Book of Moon. Book of Moon's really good. The worst matchup, in my opinion, for this deck is Pearly, because we don't have a good out for the Nor.
Right.
So you have to stop it with the Book of Moons. Book of Moon also helps to play around Imperm and Veiler on the Big Winged, because you just summon Big Winged, they chain Imperm, you chain book on your big wing, book it,
And then
and
it's
you get your
over.
searches. Yeah. You still get the fuse. This card's insane. So next I'm playing one called by 3 Crossout.
Now, how are these? Do you think they're mandatory then?
Yes, absolutely. This deck loses to a singular well-timed hand trap, so it's nice to have stuff like this and the books like I was talking about to dodge the hand traps.
Yeah.
Because like I said, one good Ash, one good Imperm just really stops your combo.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this was the MVP. I cross-outed Evenlies today. I've crossed out D-barriers today, so this card's insane. Called by is just called by.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, nothing much to say about that. The last 2 main decked cards are 2 Imperm.
More Crossout.
Yeah, Imperm for the Crossout. It's also really good into just established boards. The top deck for turn and then activate and
Negate
target
the
whatever.
thing.
Yeah, whatever you need
Awesome.
negated so you can play through.
Nice.
So that's it for the main deck.
Pretty solid.
So we'll go on to the extra deck. So we have our super poly targets, our main super poly targets.
Did the dragon dude come up at all?
No, but I wanted it just because the Vanadium end board is insane.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy.
And yeah, this helps beat it. It also stops you from getting Hot Red King Calamity'd.
Yeah.
Because you can use their Baron and their Crimson Dragon to make this.
Right.
So yeah, trying not to get turn skipped.
You're right.
Yeah, my Dragon Garura, obvious. You gotta play them if you're playing Super Poly.
Yes, sir.
Next are the Engine Fusions.
Oh, yeah.
2 Chimera and 1 of the Illusion Beast. This card is the card that is the deck. It activates all of your extra abilities of your engine. It also hand rips like I was talking about, so you hand rip with this, hand rip with talents, gets rid of 2 cards. They're playing with 4, and you have a Guardian Chimera on their turn, plus hand traps to follow it up, so
That's too much.
yeah, this is insane. This card's crazy.
Oh, I did win a lot of games with that today, too.
Yeah,
It was funny.
this card just OTKs out of nowhere. The actual basic combo gets you to summon this with 3 materials so it can attack twice, and usually that's enough for game, especially with it being 3100. Kind of crazy.
Best card.
Yeah, that card's insane. That's how you OTK. So the next couple are Magnum the Reliever. I'm playing 2 Dragostapelia. So Magnum the Reliever is just a generic good fusion monster.
Yep.
To play around evenly, you sometimes make this. On your turn, if you need the draw, you can make it. And it's also just a good interruption against most boards.
It's true.
You just like banish a branded fusion you've already used to pop a card.
Yeah, it's
Card's
so good.
insane. The 2 Dragostapelia was interesting.
Did the 2 come up?
No. In testing it came up more than not, so I wanted to have it just
Makes
in case.
sense.
Today I never made this card, so 2 dead extra deck spots,
Sure.
but they're also super poly targets.
Oh, yeah.
So if I played against Branded or the Mirror, I can just use their stuff to make these.
Boom.
This card's insane. 2 Guardian Chimera,
God,
standard. You have to have these. This is like your only interruption on your opponent's turn besides hand traps. This is your only engine.
Did you ever want to play 3?
No, the 3 never really comes up because at that point you're kind of running out of resources, so you're either winning or losing right there on the spot. So 2's fine. I didn't have Poly anywhere in the deck, which is fine because usually you chain block this and they don't normally have a response to target it anyways. Plus having it 3300 attack is...
It's too big.
Yeah, it's insane. It just helps you beat over big guys.
Yep.
It helps you beat over Nor that's unaffected if you get to this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 2 Guardian Chimera, you have to.
Yep. Pretty standard.
And then the last part of the extra is my branded stuff. So you have to play the 1 Ring Brum. It's the best the best branded fusion target because you send Albaz, send Gazelle, and then Gazelle adds the Cornfield, so you can add Sword Knight and go full combo with that. Albion is in here because you can use your branded fusion with Sword Knight and Albaz.
Vader, I guess.
Yeah, to make this. And then this usually goes into the Albion, so you can shuffle your guy back, your Albaz back. And then last is the Mirror Jade that you sometimes make with the Lubellion, but that's it for the extra.
I'll go to the side deck real quick.
Yeah. So the side deck, we have the third copy of Droll, just because Droll is insane into so many matchups. If you play into one of those matchups like Vanadium, you just need this. I'm playing one shifter.
Crossout.
Yeah, to side in for the Crossout, you have to. This deck loses the shifter.
Oh yeah, it's nasty.
We're playing 3 Gamma Seal.
For
you have to
Noir?
have this for Pearly. You can also side it in against Kashtira and like Gamma Seal their Arise Heart, because like I said, you lose the shifter, so you're gonna lose to Macro.
Right.
Then the last monster is one of Nib. I have no good reason for this. This should have definitely been
Unchained.
Yeah, Unchained for sure. I did side it in against my Unchained opponent.
There you
Never
go.
saw it though. This realistically should have been another copy of Thrust.
2 Thrust.
Yeah, Thrust is insane.
Oh yeah.
You get hand trapped, you Thrust, search for the Talents, and Talents rip a card.
Or Branded Fusion.
Yeah, insane.
Awesome.
But yeah, the one Thrust. And the Thrust is actually in here because I didn't have a third copy of another side deck card, but we'll get into that. So next I'm playing triple Cosmic.
God, all of these ultis, man, you're crazy.
Yeah. I spent too much money. So you need the Cosmics just for back row removal.
Anti-spell.
Yeah. You side it in games 2 and 3 if you think that your opponent's going to side an anti-spell. Luckily, anti-spell didn't come up too much today. Usually I just side these in against like Sword Soul. Sword Soul it plays anti-spell no matter what, so you just side these in.
Yeah, you definitely need them.
You can also side in one of these for the Crossout because your Chimera Fusion is in the main phase only.
Yeah.
So them Cosmicing it in the standby is kind of rough.
So good.
So you can side one in for the Crossout. So it's not too bad. Next card is Triple Evenly.
God, yes.
Card's insane. You can search it off of the Thrust. It just helps beat like the big boards like Branded.
Yeah.
Because your deck doesn't really break boards like that. You kind of have to have the non-engine to do that for you. And Evenly is just one of the best cards to do that.
And then you just Guardian Chimera, the last card they have.
Yeah, exactly. You Evenly and then Guardian Chimera for their life savings.
It's over.
Yeah, hand loop them and you just win the game. And then
And
last
the God
is
card.
2D Barrier. Don't mind the common. But yeah, so this is why I'm actually playing the third Thrust.
Yeah, it was the other
because
one.
I couldn't find a third D barrier.
Hey.
So I just have the Thrust to set it.
That's fine.
But the Thrust is also nice to search like the Evenlies and the Branded Fusions and stuff. This card won my match against Pearly, my one Pearly opponent that I played against, luckily.
Hit them with the bear.
Yeah, just turn skip and then just kill him with Guardian Chimera.
Dang,
Luckily he's still topped, so
Hey.
we're chilling on that. But yeah, just the 2D barriers.
Awesome, dude. Well,
That's it for the side.
Congrats, dude. Nice to see you do good.
Thank
and
you.
hope to see you back again.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right, bro.
we'll try it.
We're signing out. Peace.